Just getting stocked up on health because they said I have to battle the currents to get across, which means I might take damage. And they say that I might end up dealing with the enemies at the crossing, which means I might have to fight them anyway. So things are scary here.
We have rivers that run through us, that divide us into heart and head, body and soul.
Sure enough, you find the goblin by the side of the river. He points to a small wooden raft moored by the bank. Here. The goblin probably works for the dealer, huh? It occurs to me because he was asked to help. Ask for more information. The goblin gives an evil smile. The current is strong. You may sink. Malclips makes a strangled croak. That thing's merely a raft. How can we hope to make it to the other side? Board the boat. The goblin stops you as you approach the raft. You will soon have few cards to play. Gerald must get something shiny while he still can. In a flash, the goblin snatches your belongings. Oh no. Oh no, that's actually worse. I still don't know another use of that. Alright, except... He hands you a pair of weathered old oars, then wanders back into the rushes. You push off and the water begins to move you downstream. The current is strong, Ariadne calls over the roar of the river. Get to the far bank before we wash up at that bridge downriver. Together, you and your companions attempt to steer the raft to the other side. I chose correctly there. Holy crap. Yes. Help. Fuck me. The current is strong. A surge of water rushes over the raft as you hit some rapids and lose your oar. The dealer moves you 4 spaces downstream. Get fucked, bro. Great. So I have to do the fight anyway, but now I don't have a companion. Unable to navigate the current, you find yourself at the bridge. The thieves surround you. Oh, thank you, Malclips. Malclips's book glows. He summons a spell. Wait, is Malclips gonna die? Oh shit, is he? Oh, are we getting rid of one of them? Shit, I think every other one is a... Oh. Redraw, I guess. Shit. Is he gonna be gone?
Oh dear. Faster next time.
Malclips defeats his target before being overrun by enemies. Is he dead? No. Colbjorn lets out a mighty war cry and charges the first group of enemies. Yes. So some of these people can help me. But Ariadne is out of commission and... Oh shit. Yeah, Ariadne's out of commission and Estrella's out of commission because Estrella was already exhausted and Ariadne was used in the previous thing. Shit. Alright, so that's how this works, is they each remove a guy. I'm still gonna have to single-handedly fight 5 cards, aren't I? Oh, that's a really low chance of success. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes. Oh, I didn't have to use Colbjorn. I didn't have to use him to aid in the roll. Does that mean I get another chance to roll again? Get rid of the assassin. That guy hits me a lot. He defeats his target. More bounty hunters rush towards you. The dealer draws a life pain card for every monster until 4 remain. So the game doesn't even support fights that are that big. You flat out can only fight groups of 4 cards. The rest give you a direct damage. So there's 15 life. It took the Ember away. I mean, the fight's not terrible now. It's 2 anarchist cards and like what is it 2 anarchists and 2 silencers? This could be worse. I do miss having allies in fights, though. Don't go back in. Oh, I got a hit. Damn it. I was doing so well. Hit. I should have put my brimstone helm on. Am I wearing my frontier barbet or something right now? Or is this the imperial helm? Well, that was shockingly easy. For the sheer number of enemies, possibly the most I've ever seen in a fight. That went really well. Because, once you remove the one complicated enemy, a lot of sets are easy. What is happening on the left side of the screen right now? There's no art. What? That's never happened before. Trumpets sound in the distance as Imperial soldiers press through and the wetlands and towards the bridge. You must make ourselves scarce, Var shouts. Oh, cool. The game's breaking because it's so well made. So the art is gone now, and now Var is shouting at me. Var being variable because it's supposed to be just somebody's name, but it's not. Instead of being a companion's name, it's Var. Interesting. Is that what I meant to do? Whoops. I was using Knight's Helm instead of... Yeah, I should have used Kubrick's Gate. Ah. I keep not using it, which is the whole point of having it. Alright. Wetlands ambush. I've been attacked. An 8 of greed. Well, I just fought you guys a moment ago. It's just gonna be that, but Ember. I should be fine. What? God damn it, I can't see him. He goes off camera. Why is the camera so ass in this game? The idea that I'm fighting somebody in melee and can't see whether they have an icon over their head or not is absurd. I'm in melee range. I was just preemptively mashing Y because he went off the camera and I don't trust the game. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start parrying just in case. But he wasn't doing it. So then I look like the jackass. So much fame. What do you even do with that much fame? Oh my god. Hey, food. Yay. More food. We're going to cook now, because I'm dying. Is there new equipment to buy? Nope. And only the one food. Oh, so the food I bought is gone forever, isn't it? Didn't I think I bought it on the last map, didn't I? Maybe I bought this map, I don't remember. These maps are long, so it's a little harder to remember. Oh, he's going... Alright, that's where I want him to go, though. That's good. Gang of thieves. Oh. Oh, boy. This time they have an assassin. I can't wait. God damn it. God damn it. It got me out of my super. God damn it. That's supposed to be iframes, you fuck. I'm supposed to be invincible. He freaking timed it like frame perfect so he'd get me the moment the iframes ended. God damn it. Yep. Oh, shit. Please die. Die, die. There we go. Their leader's dead. Whew. I hate to always be a downer, but, like, this is supposed to be like the climax of the game, kind of, and it's like the most boring mission I've played so far. And I think the reason for that is that every single thing you step on, all the time, no matter what, is another fight. And then your reward is that half the time when you do a fight, the patrolling guard might also step on you to do another fight. And then you progress through every little tile, like the ember things blocking halfway through the map and also and stuff like that, by doing another fight. And like, it's just so many fights, and the fights are so long because it's the highest number of cards per fight that you've ever seen, plus all the normal people are embers, which isn't really interesting because the normal units being ember just means that they take 1 billion hits to kill. And so, like, I think if we broke it down mathematically, I think that this particular playthrough of this mission would be like more time spent in the combat screen than in any of the other screens. And that's just brutal, because the combat is not the highlight of Hand of Fate. It's literally never been the highlight of Hand of Fate, but especially not when you're like 40 hours into the game and they've long since ran out of encounters after the 10th hour. Like 10 hours in, we'd seen every encounter ever. And there was never a new one for them to show us for the rest of the game, except for maybe the final boss fight. When, like, I expect that'll happen because that happened last game too. The dealer was his own boss fight. But I'm just fighting the same dudes over and over again, and this encounter's way of raising the stakes. It's called Judgment, right? Or whatever this level's called. Its way of raising the stakes and being climactic is just to make me fight the same dudes I've been fighting the whole game, but in larger numbers. And it feels like Mass Effect Andromeda, where I was playing the game for dozens of hours, and the game ran out of enemy variety almost immediately, but then the fights kept getting longer and longer by the end of the game, and it's like, but you're not adding things, you're just making me do the same thing but more. And like, it's happening so much that like, I've been playing this scenario for like 2 hours now between the 2 runs, and like, it's just numbing. It's numbing how monotonous it is to fight the same enemies over and over again for this long, just over and over again, except now they're harder to kill and take forever to kill and stuff, and it's like, This is brutal. Hey, it's the Elder's Gift. Oh shit, those are all great news. 'Cause, yeah, the dealer... This is one of the worst scenarios in the entire game. Because not only is the gold situation, like, basically you just have to know that that's what it's going for, that it's doing the Mass Effect 2 ending. But aside from those cards, the entire deck is just fights. It's just fights against some Ember guys. And over and over again. There's no special encounters. Look at these. Marshland was a fight, Stirring in the Mire was a fight, Gang of Thieves was a fight. These were all fights. Every single one of these that was a card that I actually clicked on that was flippable and everything, it was just a fight over and over again, except some of them are Ember now, and that's it. They're not even new cards. Gang of Thieves, Stirring in the Mire, and the corrupted ones from the last floor, they're all the encounters that were in the last dungeons. Stirring in the Mire was from Strength. Gang of Thieves was from Death, I think, the one where you have an assassin coming after you. Both of the corrupted ones we saw were from the mission with where you meet Estrella.
I could not be more pleased to train you. You have every skill Callus lacked. Patience, delicacy, tact, skill.
And so not only are they only recycling encounters we've already done in previous missions, they chose the most boring ones. Like the one, like out of all the things that can happen in these scenarios, like Stirring in the Mire or the Corrupted, those are like the filler missions. Like, you were doing a bunch of interesting shit in those scenarios, and that was the filler thing that was just like an encounter to throw away in the middle. So like, this is the most... It's like the most pointless and uninteresting scenario in the entire game. Which is brutal, because it's supposed to be this giant climactic thing where, oh my god, you killed the Emperor! The entire game was hyping up you killing the Emperor, and now everyone's after you! Oh fuck, what's gonna happen? And they didn't make any new scenarios, they didn't write anything new for it besides the Ember card on each floor where you pick the right companion. Like, it's just recycled content, and like... This game already recycles content like crazy because all the gambits are the same gambits over and over again, and all the fights are the same fights over and over again, but they're literally recycling the cards from the other scenarios for this entire scenario. They didn't even write new cards. That's what's brutal, is that they didn't even do that part. That's crazy to me. Hey, it's Odysseus' charm. I got it back. And even more fame. Oh my god. So much fame. But yeah, this is a massive letdown, generally. Let's camp and go to Kolbjorn. Well... I was gonna say Kolbjorn, but it doesn't matter. Whoever I pick, I have to do all 3 gambits in a row on this next one. So I guess it's not necessary to do that. Let's use an artifact, though. Lionheart. Because I'm almost dead. Like, I've already been waning on this game over the course of it, but man, this is like the actual worst scenario, and not because it's too hard or too extreme or hardcore. It's like it's just so empty and so long, and I'm so confused why. All right, refuse to fight. Let's get my 3 pieces of equipment. Nope, not that one. Play a dice game. I'm not using her because I need her in the next scenario. Oh boy, that's not great. That's not great. Uh-oh. Am I gonna get any of them? A game of manual dexterity. Oh, I messed that one up too? I mean, I still won, but I've so consistently gotten the gold one. Whoops. Hey, sacrificial bond. Let's go get 2 blessings now. Luck. Oh no, not insurance. It's fine. It's all right. I want things that help me with gambling though. Glory sucks, harvest sucks, wealth sucks. Health could be alright. Something that heals me? Acquire 50 gold in a single map and to gain 50 max life. Ooh. That's pretty good, actually. Next!
Make your choices carefully. Your friends have served you well, but they must serve you a final time.
Out of the mud. You find your companions huddled around a small fire at the beginning of the foothills at the edge of the marshlands. Without a word, Malaclips throws a pot of water onto the fire with a hiss. Then, with a tired nod, you all begin your climb. Together, you scramble up the slippery banks to the drier lands of the foothills. As dusk falls, you look back over the marshlands. There you see the torchlights of the Empire search parties hot on your trail. Suddenly, Var stops. He puts his arm out in front of you, blocking your way. You look up the path ahead. The game's actually glitching out in a minor way, but still. Bounty hunters. Sure enough, up ahead in the shadows of the rocky outcrops, you see them, a gang of countless thieves, waiting to claim you all as their bounty. One hooded figure steps forward. Well, if all our paydays haven't come at once, he chuckles. There's a pretty price on your heads, and we intend to claim it. Ariadne brandishes her hammer excitedly. Send me at him. They are easy fodder for my hammer. So I think Ariadne is the correct answer, but it's baffling that she'd be the correct answer just because this entire game is hammered home, no pun intended, over and over again, that big slow enemies are not what you use against thieves. And now the correct answer is to send the big slow guy at the thief, and I'm like, what? I think this is the answer. Ariadne strides up the hillside towards the hooded figure, twirling her great hammer in her hands. Are you ready to have a good time, lads? A thief trips over himself as he backs away. Is that the one that felled Draknar the Mighty? Ariadne lets out a booming laugh. And now I'll squash the lot of you. She raises her hammer above her head. See, how do you know they're just gonna get scared away by the fame? Like, freaking Kolbjorn is the guy who came back to life and wiped out an entire army with only a group of 2 people. Like, but no, Ariadne is the person that arbitrarily is gonna scare them? Why? And she uses the weapon you're not supposed to use against thieves. I don't care what the bounty is, one of the thieves cries. I'd rather keep my skull intact. The small army of thieves exchanges looks with one another before scattering in fear. Well, that was disappointing. Ariadne smiles from ear to ear as she returns. Did you see how they ran from me? I must be making quite a name for myself. Ba-da-da-dum. This one's pretty obvious, though, if we're in the mountains, that this has to be Kolbjorn, because it's the north. Your reputation precedes you, Ariadne. Estrella smiles as the blacksmith's daughter grins proudly. You all make your way over the range and into the snowy hinterlands of the Empire. A calm comes over Kolbjorn as he breathes in the cold, crisp air. This land was once the dominion of my kin. Many still hide in these hills. They will not hesitate to attack any passerby. Malaclips nods, pointing to the twin peaks in the west. The Empire still follow us with vigor. If we press on, rest only when necessary, we may make it to the mountain pass in the west. The marigold fields and the caravan are there. There it is. Let's swap in Kolbjorn. Both because it's his land and he'll hopefully help out with some of the scenarios. Hopefully there'll be like dice rolls or something, I don't know. It's hard to say. Odysseus' charm is equipped, good. So I probably want to use that. I forgot to use Kuberek's gaze again. I'm a dumb person. Why am I such a dumb person? Is the bonus defense ultimately worth it? It's only like... if it counts itself, it's 6 defense between these 3 cards. It's something. But this could be giving me map details constantly. Yeah. There they are. Raiders ambush. The bowler wraps around your body, and a tyrant and frost trappers show up. Let's mess them up. Ah, Jesus. That was weird. There's some weird stuff happening in that animation. I'm not sure how to make up. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Oh man, ice messes you up. There we go. Now the fight's nonsensically easy. Goodbye. I desperately want to gold this on my first try, just because I don't want to ever play this scenario again. I need sweet release from this thing. Search for spoils. Good or bad? 20 gold is all mine. Raiders camp. That's what conjoins the two sides. Shit, I'm kind of trapped. Oh, here it comes. Screw me. Traitors of the Emperor. Empire and Emperor. I guess they're both true. So once again, it's the most boring card ever, by the way. It's the freaking ambush card of the North, which is also like a card where nothing happens. You just kill some dudes and then maybe get a loot, and that's the whole card. It's so boring. It's like they don't know that the scenarios and stuff are the whole point of this game, and that's why it's interesting ever. Because they made it as boring as possible. Sweet dreams are made of these. I feel like I'm trying to do commentary over like a survival mode or a horde mode or something where it's just repeating forever and nothing's changing. There. Ooh, the blacksmith. I can make something more strong. Neat. My armor is probably not what, probably something else to hold on to. Let's lose 15 gold for that. Yeah. You hand the smith your armor and he begins examining the item thoroughly, inspecting every joint and seam. It'll take a few days. Oh, it goes down there. Weird. Okay. Get your red for 5 gold? Sure. I'll just warp down there and get it. Uh-oh. Time to fight him immediately.
The application of force either break us or shape us into stronger vessels.
So now I have 10 more defense on my armor. Now watch it get taken from me when when I deal with Gerald. Oh, I hurt my heart just now a little bit thinking about that. I currently have what, like 45 armor? No. 49 armor. A lot of armor. Please don't turn. No, I just fought you last tile. God damn it. It's literally the last thing I just did, and then I'm fighting him again. I'm not even at risk of losing, really. It's just incredibly boring and monotonous. two at once, goddamn. No shit. Yep. Kolbjorn, there you are. How did that... What the fuck? My super missed at point blank range in a game that has a lock-on system that I can't control. What the fuck? How is that happening? That's a thing that happens now? Just add that to the list, I guess? We're alive. Can I please stop fighting now? I've never wanted an auto battler. I never use auto battlers in any game, but I suddenly want an auto battler in this one. Just so I can like let the game play it. No, god damn it, because I'm also on a combat tile. So now I do this fight immediately after with no chance of healing in between. Shit, that's not good. That's not good. That could actually go badly. We gotta be really careful. And we're alive. I can't really even... I don't have much to talk about to begin with, but I definitely can't do commentary half the time anyway, just because I'm terrified of being out of focus and just taking a bad hit. And then I just lose and start the entire challenge over. Because I have a string of bad counters or something and everything falls apart. He's already back. He's already back. I haven't even moved from the tile and he's already next to me and back again. I hate this scenario. Like, I hate this scenario. It's bad and I don't want to play it. Oh, I have Tiger's Eye, that's good. It means I take less damage from pain cards, including this one. And so I'll take -5 from this.
Will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
You take that for me, Kolbjorn. There we go. I've got Sacrificial Bond, so I can throw away my companion every now and then. And I also have Tiger's Eye, so I'll take -5 damage when I do take damage, which will be useful if I have a repeat of what happened before, where a ton of guys are all drawn, and then you have to fight them all again. So I'll have that bit of salvation. Let's change companions to someone who's alive. Definitely Malaclips in case I have to fight a bunch of people again. So we should have Gerald appear. Don't... Oh, I thought he was going to chase me. I'm like, I'm going to be trapped in here.
Tinged with flame, yet you must cross, or all is lost in vain.
Raiders camp. Following the trail through the Twisted Canyon, you find a northern encampment. There will be more too, further down, Kolbjorn says, laying low in a thicket of ferns. They'll attack on sight. Gerald, the surly goblin, appears behind you. Gerald can offer you another way. Hey Gerald, why don't you teleport us to the caravan like literally every goblin can do we've ever met? They can teleport. They make portals. It's an established story mechanic. Why aren't you giving us a portal? God damn it. The caverns. North is a cave, the goblin continues. The passage leads through the mountains to the woodlands in the west. He then wanders down the gully out of sight. We could attempt to get the upper hand on the raiders, or we could take another route. Retreat. I better at least try the alternative, even though it means I lose gear. Because the fight could be brutal.
You are cunning, and your allies many.
You find the grumpy goblin huddled beside a large rock, sheltered from the wind of a snow-capped mountain. Ask about the cave. That puts you out. Cool, it'll put me out directly under the guards so I can get immediately in a fight with them. Ugh. You know what? Screw you. I'm done with you. I'm gonna remember to put Kubarak's Gaze on, which will give me a gain card. I'm just gonna go in. Let's just go in and fight. I'll use Lionheart in case I take some serious damage, but my companions can be used to apparently discard some of the cards. I'm not gonna give away 2 of my equipment cards to this little prick. The Northerners aren't even that hard, generally. Ambush them. Each available companion will attempt to remove a monster card. You give a nod, and your companions are ready their weapons. Ariadne winds her hammer above her head as she rushes towards the enemy. Yes. Duplicate it. Ta-da! Do I get rid of 2 of them? Or do I just get to pick one? Tyrant of Frost or... Berserk Shaman. Absolutely the Shaman. They'll heal people. That makes everything a huge pain in the ass. Estrella. Oh boy, the difficulty here is all over the place.
Like a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
Why is Estrella so much more difficult?
That will set you in good stead from here.
Alright, she defeats someone. Malaclips. Is Kolbjorn currently out of commission? I think he is. Oh boy. Ah! Okay, we're good. Continue. Tyrant is gone. Malaclips. Okay, so yeah, Kolbjorn's still out of commission, so I take 1 pain card. Which is half damage because of Tiger's Eye. And Malaclips is still here to help. Yeah, that's way better than losing 2 pieces of equipment at this point. I'm equipped in a way where I can kind of handle these. Like, that's the most interesting part about the entire scenario is that thing. That's the crossing part. It's just a pity that there is no new content to surround it. It's just the one card, basically repeating over and over again. Why am I not currently armored? There we go. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, my one job is to make sure I do that. Oops. God, there's so many enemies on screen. I'm scared. Now. I have no idea who has what health or who I've hit before. It's just an ocean of bodies that are all identical. One character model repeating over and over again, sometimes with the weird effect on top of it. Bubble me. Thank you. Shit. 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 Where's my... Oh, he's out over there. What? How did I fuck that up? What's wrong with me? Shit. One of those scary moments. I got away with it that time, but that was one of those scary moments where there's a green and a red on the screen at the same time, and there's a very real moment of like, which one do you press? Because if you try to roll when it's a green, you get hit anyway, but if you hit Y when there's a red, you get hit anyway. So when they both show up at the same time, it's such a it's a complete, like, it's a roll of the dice. It's insane, like trying to figure out what's gonna happen if you do that. With the last of the Northerners defeated, you continue your escape through the canyon to pass in the west. I need to camp desperately. I'm avoiding using the artifact as long as possible. Chef's charm. Ah, I missed you so much. Oh, I missed you so much. I'm so happy to see you again, my best buddy. That was the thing I was missing so hard from the first run. Is having that. Oh my god, double eating power all the way. Alright, are we gonna fight? I guess I can go backwards, to be sure. Shit, he keeps coming back. Go away. I said go away. There we go. Raiders ambush again. Time to do the same fight I just did again! Ha 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 ha! Yay! Sure wish there was lizard folk in this game and other different enemies.
I see it, fate and fane.
freedom for the next 5 seconds till the next fight starts. We're getting close to 3 hours in, I think, now, of just doing this. That should be... No, it's not a good thing. Crap. Thought it was. Sacrifice... No. I'll take the damage. It's just normal health. I can't lose Malaclips because if he's gone, I don't know if he'll be available for the Ember scenario up there, which would be kind of a problem. Waterfall of Youth. Ooh, tarts, pies, and exotic lies. Exotic fruits. Nice cheap price. There we go. Oh man. What? You can sacrifice your companion to not lose your gold? That's incredible. I don't want to lose Malaclips though for the reason I gave though. I'm scared. Yeah. Just continue. It's just some gold. And I'm getting bonus gold. I'm getting bonus gold. That's absurd. Let's buy even more food. It's a mountain of healing when I have that healing ring on. That one's a bit worse. Screw it. Let's go for it. $15 more food, but also some of it turns into gold anyway. So I got 8 gold and like 30 food or something like that. I don't know how much it was exactly. There's no more combat tiles on this floor. I did them all. It's just I have to avoid the guard, which is easier said than done, but still. Shit. All right, well that's just food. Even more food though. Woohoo! Ooh, I've escaped. He can't head me off now. Unless this counts as combat. Oh no. Does this count as combat? Is he gonna come over here and jump on me because this counts as combat? Because I'm gonna be really bummed out if that happens. Pretty sure I have to be able to fight something for it to count as combat, but I don't know if the game will agree. Nope, gotta get that one. Almost walked past the gold. Ow. Wow, that's how high my armor is? I take 3 damage from spikes? Ow. There we go. You follow the stairs upward until you emerge in a forest, the morning sun burning your eyes. You fumble in the haversack for something to eat. Happily, you find a half-eaten pastry. The usual. The hangover cure 1. Let's do this. Fate's path reveals nothing because I've been everywhere.
Not lightly called judgment. Here you must pay the price for your regicide, and also for your decisions.
Northern Pass. You join your companions at the foot of the pass as planned. As you begin your ascent, northern warriors emerge from the craggy rocks and block your path. Clan Crowfoot, Kolbjorn growls. They who burned my village and my people to ash. Rogvir's successor, a smaller, much younger northerner, steps forward as you approach. Kolbjorn of Clan Eyebright, he calls. You bested us in battle, as right, we bear no qualms with you, but we cannot bring the Empire here. Turn back. There's only one way forward to the Marigold Fields and to the caravan. The other directions only spell death. Hey, here's a pro tip. Maybe just don't leave such a trail everywhere you're going. How are you leaving such a trail they can keep following you? That's impressive. You must send someone to parley with Clan Crowfoot. The ally, Kolbjorn. Kolbjorn approaches Clan Crowfoot. They bow to him, and he in turn bows. They talk quietly to one another. In a tense moment, you fear it will turn to blows, but Rogvir's successor merely clasps Kolbjorn by the neck. Rogvir was right to fear your return, he shouts. The Emperor is dead, and it is the High Priest. It is as the High Priestess desired. It would be Clan Crowfoot's honor to hold the pass, while you and your comrades make your escape. Did they not know that the Emperor was dead, I guess? Huh. Together you make your way over to the pass while the Northerners move back into hiding and wait for your pursuers. Final screen, I assume? Whoa. Not much of my deck is fitting in there, is it? Just the 3. You descend the mountain pass and enter a forest dotted with blooms of red flowers. The Marigold Fields, Malclips shouts. There, the caravan. In a clearing you spy a lone wooden caravan. Reach it. A mournful horn and shouting behind you signals the Empire is closer than ever. They're here, Estrella stops Ariadne from pulling out her hammer. No, it is no use. We must run. Now go. A new beginning. That's the caravan? Huh. It's weirdly close. I wonder what that means. Okay. The card next to it's probably the Brimstone card. And so if you go the long way around, you can probably avoid it, but then you probably have to fight the guards, since there's no maneuverability. Hey, 15 max life. It's that thing. Let's make it count, why don't we? What's this first step gonna be? Uh-oh, bad things are coming. Hey, it's the cartographer. I'll take 1 billion gold. What a wow. Amazing timing for him to show up right when the entire map's revealed. I don't think I have anything to spend money on, though. I mean, I can check the camp. Trade, buy equipment. The Valiant Aegis! Wow! I can finally get you, I guess. Yeah, I should, because I'm still wearing a wooden shield, right? Yeah. Ta-da! Wow. Last second on that one. Get all these rings I have. Ha ha ha. That now... I mean, I'm probably about to walk into an amber, so I should keep Kubrak's Gaze on for now, but I'll probably switch in a moment to the other one. I have 170 max health, because I got 15 from the gain card, and I got, 50 from that gamble card. The one where you do it was like Retha's Wager. Did my, whoa. Whoa, everything you click on goes away? Well that, okay, so I can't go anywhere else. I have to go this way. That, what a weird scenario. Okay. Temple prayers, sure, I'll make a donation. Let's get Gambler's Banquet just in time for it to not matter. Man, I really wish that you had shown up at the beginning. Can any of these even help me? That's like the beginning of a new map. You can lose your companion to get rid of a monster card. My companion is more valuable than an individual monster card usually, though. I don't think any of this is useful to me, is it? Another thing that heals me, I guess. Sure. but the fight should be, the whole level should be over in a moment here. Okay, so it's not an Ember card. And this is probably the ending, so let's switch to Knight's Helm. So +2, +2, +2, +2 probably. On top of having huge numbers in the first place. I have 2 charges of Lionheart, right? I should be good to go to just ruin everybody.
You have made bitter enemies, and the best of them would stop you now. One step closer, and you will reach my threshold.
Imperial soldiers surround you as you approach the clearing with the cavern. A knight steps forward. Fools, he calls. No one can hope to escape the Empire's reach. You have survived this far not by luck or skill. You have survived because we let you. That's not true. You're lying. It's not true. It's not possible. He chuckles. If the sacrifice of an emperor is what it takes to draw out the last of the mages, then it is a price that must be paid. The knight steps aside as the soldiers completely surround you. With the inevitability of the Empire closing in, you give the nod, and your companions ready their weapons. Kolbjorn looks you in the eye. You know we're not going to get through unscathed. I see no other way. They at least try to remove one. Is it not? Am I not picking one of my companions? Oh, we're just doing this thing now. Okay. I thought I was gonna pick a companion. For the pick a companion thing that we normally do. Yeah, so that's that again. A General of Steel. Yeah, get rid of that. Ariadne defeats her target before being overrun. Estrella. Whew. You get rid of someone. Maleclips. Oh boy. No. Yeah, redraw. Stop, 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 stop. Ah! And you don't help. Is it because you're helping me in the fight, I guess? Are you gonna discard the Captain of Steel now? I just took 0 damage, didn't I? Because it was a -5 health and I have a Tiger's Eye. So be it, the knight says, stepping forward, lowering his helmet and drawing his weapons. He calls the last of his men. Charge. Musket, phalanx, steel, and knight. Alright. It's a little rough, but I should be fine. I have a ton of health. We've apparently learned that there's a unit limit on all fights in this game, which I didn't know. And I have 2 charges of Lion's Blood. Traitorous Knight. At the front lines of great upheaval, there are always men who flounder anywhere but in the midst of battle. Heavily armored, a knight can easily turn the tide of battle. Use bash to break their armor.
I wish you no harm. Yet you do what you must.
Why is he the traitorous knight? What? I don't understand why he's a traitorous knight. I'm the... what? He's the one that's defending... what? I don't get it. What makes him a traitor if he's the one that's going after me for killing the Emperor? I'd say he's on the wrong side, but I wouldn't say he's a traitor. He's loyal to his team, supposedly. Oh, is he a traitor because did they intentionally get... oh, right, because they got the Emperor killed on purpose, didn't they? in order to lure out the mages. That's why they're a traitor, because they killed the Emperor, basically. These fights are so boring. Like, in order to get this far, you have to be, like, good enough to like, rarely take hits and generally be proficient at fighting these enemies in order to even fight them at this scale. So it's just so monotonous to fight, like, 20 guys. Thank God they remove, like, thank God they don't allow, like, eight cards and it has to go down to being 4. Or this would be, like, infinitely time-consuming. On top of whatever technical problems they'd probably introduce. Killing blow by Kolbjorn. That's a rare sight. I have 106 fame, oh my god.
Perched at the moment of revelation. One more must fall.
You keep saying one more must fall, but none of them have died so far. I don't think you're paying attention, Mr. Dealer, who always says stuff that contradicts what's happening in the game. A new beginning. You stumble across a clearing, the caravan waiting ahead of you. 4 mages lay lifeless on the ground. Among them is the familiar gaunt figure of the hermit, relinquished of the fabric mountain that draped him in the winter forest. He lies in a simple pale robe like a burial smock. More soldiers will soon be upon you. A familiar disembodied voice echoes in your head. You must draw them away from the caravan before all is lost. The magician is the only one left. The hermit's voice fades and his body turns blue and cold. Malaclip sighs, turning his head to the sound of the approaching Empire army. The hermit was there with me. He faces you, smiling sadly. We brought somebody back from the maws of death. That should probably have stayed in. And so, brought the corruption into this place. Are you talking about the dealer? Did the hermit and Malaclips resurrect the dealer from the dead? And is that why the entirety of the corruption exists? Malaclips chuckles in disbelief. I am sorry. I am sorry that you had to cut off my arm. That must have been horrific. And I'm sorry that I won't be here to explain more. The one who awaits you in the caravan. Do the wise thing. The bard's well-styled mustache twitches in a wry smile. I'll miss you, coin slave. So he does die. Before you protest, the bard disappears in a cloud of confetti. You hear Malaclips' spells crackle in the distance as he leads the soldiers away. The caravan awaits. Ariadne, Kolbjorn, and Estrella draw their weapons as sounds of the Empire draw closer. Tears well in Ari's eyes. I'm not one for goodbyes. I'll never forget the time we clubbed that ogre's head in together. Estrella grips your arm briefly with a curt nod. It has been an honor. Finally, Kolbjorn grabs your head and places his forehead gently against yours. Glory to you, brother. Now go, Estrella says. We will follow after, once the coast is truly clear. What? Get in the wagon. We'll follow later or something. Get in the wagon. Are you stupid? What? So I kept them all alive and then none of them are gonna come with me? Exhausted, you open the door and a voice calls to you. Come, sit. Catch your breath. They will not follow you here. Your memories are fading even now, as we set the pieces in place, gone to form the soul of the game we play. I have a special pride in its twists and turns. Its twists and turns. I've worked on this game for years, you know.
And so the circle is complete. The entire journey to my door has been unwoven, and we understand how we came to be. Now there is only one.
Uh-oh. The Feast of Callus 1. Uh-oh. Wait, you're gonna give me a quest chain now? Adventurer's Aid, Shadow of the Empire. Dude, it is so late to give me a freaking new quest. Ooh. So my gold, food, and max life equipment cards are just all double now. That's neat. I wonder if you can get both or if they're just replacing them.
It has been timeless, our journey together. But now we see the truth of it all laid bare. You must help me, and together, we will return this world to the way it should be.
Out of curiosity, can you still pick Malaclips? You can. Okay. So you can still play as him. Wow, so the dealer is exclusively a post-game card, huh? It says you have to
Now the final moment is here. I have taught you all I can.
What is that? All enemies are brimstone equipment. This is what you have prepared for. Take only your best equipment. How does this work? Oh. So you pick one equipment for each slot. Is it just a final boss fight? It might just be a final boss fight if you can't even pick like other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We're there. We are there.